Well, it's really good to be back, you guys. I can't believe how long it's been since we've gotten to be together. A good share of May, but we still have a good share of May left. And just remember the topic for May is inspiration. So, what are the things that inspire you, and then what are you doing that inspire others? Thanks for being here, Jacqueline. Thank you for being on. I can't wait to see who all's going to be on today. But what I really want to talk about today is what you do matters. And I want you to remember that. Every little thing, you never know what little gift you're dropping throughout the day that's making a difference in somebody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. But, you know, every day we have conversations with people, or we have an opportunity to send a thank you card, or we have these opportunities every day. So what we do matters. And I wanted to start with why, or how we develop that, or how we know. What we do matters, and it comes through our values first. And what are your values, your core values? And it's good to connect with those once in a while. And there's some test and quiz you can take to kind of find out what your real values are. You can go online and find those. What are core values? Go through and connect with those and highlight the ones that really resonate with your heart. But what are your core values? You probably already know, but some people still question that. I did myself a few years ago. But my core value is love. And that's what inspires me and motivates me and moves me, is the love, first of all, of God, the love of that He's given me the ability to love myself, and then the ability out of that love to love others. And so that's my core value, and that's what drives me. So that we're going to start with that. And then the next phase, so the values are the first thing. The next thing are the words we use. We want to make sure that they're positive, not negative. And we want to be sure what we're saying comes out of our mouth the way we intend it. Because some people, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Stay my word. UK, or are you in America today? Anyway, so as we are using our words and keeping them positive, we want to just make sure they're understood the same way. So think about what you're saying sometimes before you say it, because once the barn doors open, it's hard to get it closed. The next thing is your actions. So we've said values have a lot to do with what you do. That matters. And then it's your words. And now it's your actions. What are you doing? We get these great ideas, but do we follow through? Do we tell somebody that we love, appreciate, or that we're proud of them? Do we do that throughout the day? Do we send thank you notes? Do we pat people on the back? Do we notice what they're doing and give them praise for that? What are we doing every day that can really impact somebody else's life? And then commitment. What are you committed to? Are you committed to the things that will make a difference in the world and other people's lives? So remember, what you do matters. Let's make sure that it is a great thing that you're doing. So one thing I want to move on and to talk about is I'm going to use my life as an example. And I already told you my word is love. That's my core value. And what comes from that is it empowers my dreams. It empowers my belief system. And it empowers what I create. It really is, because when I really think about what I want to do next, the things I have chosen to do really are, what can I do to inspire somebody else to see their greatness? You've heard me say that. And that inspires me. And so that is my big dream. What can I be doing that inspires other people? And you know what, it empowers me too. By the way, there's some selfish motives there, because when I see people sparkle and have their outcomes, believe me, there's some feedback. I know Steve Beckles is on here, and he teaches leadership training to youth, to the young. Can you imagine when he sees a light bulb come on in some kid's eyes when he's speaking to them and teaching this techniques? And he teaches to big crowds and small crowds, but can you imagine when that light bulb comes on, how he feels? That's how I felt as a teacher myself. So those are the things that will motivate you to and empower you, is to have your dreams, your beliefs, and what you can create. On my door, as I go out my door, I have a saying. It's been on there for years. In fact, it's dingy, and then I have to replace it. It's on a sticky note. And it says to me, Go out and make a difference in somebody's life today and let them make a difference in yours. So it goes both ways, you guys. Allow other people to contribute to you, because now you're letting them, what they do, matter. And that really does jazz our lives and fill us up in who we are and who we're becoming. Many, many years ago, probably almost 40 years ago, actually, when I think about it, my husband had a serious injury. He was a roofing contractor, and he fell off of a roof. He had a back injury. And so he was in bed for several months, and I became the breadwinner. And unfortunately, I already had a business that was rolling along, but I hadn't had the whole responsibility. And it got scary because I had a husband that wasn't in the game, wasn't well. I was worried about him. And then I had children I was raising. We had 3. And then I had my business to run. And I was scared. Was I going to be able to pay the bills? Was I going to be able to keep our house? All those things were scary. And then one day, a woman left on my door. I didn't know for a few months who it was. Left on my door a big bag of groceries, a lot of frozen meat, which was really great since I had a couple of teenagers in my house, and then a beautiful bouquet of roses, purchased from a florist, not from somebody's garden, but purchased. And I have remembered that all these years. That lifted my spirit, gave me new inspiration, gave me new hope. And I don't know if I'm trying to think what her name is. I can't think what her name is, but she was a beautiful woman, and the fact that she reached out and what she did mattered to me. And it gave me new inspiration, new energy. And, so we don't know what we do is going to matter, but I'm pretty much guaranteeing you it will, if you do it on the positive note, out of your core values, out of love, and to help other people grow in their own lives. So I just wanted to ask you today, who are you? What are you doing to make a difference? And whose life are you touching? So this is for today. It's so good to see. You know what Steve is saying? Preach, girl, preach. Thank you, Steve. I love it. Anyway, and it is true. So you guys have an awesome week. I will be back even stronger next Monday. But just go out and know what you do matters.